Hi here, Finns here, I'm back for another video, and guess what, it was another day of first rehearsals for Eurovision 2021. 9 countries performed, but who were the best and who were the worst? Let's find out and do this video. So yes, 9 more countries performed today for the first time on the Eurovision stage. Got a lot to get through, so let's get on with it and start off with Marino was the first to perform today. Sen hit, and yes, it was her on stage on a turntable, one of 2 turntables we saw today, and she was joined by some 4 other dancers wearing masks covered over themselves. And you know, she was singing and she was dancing while it was spinning, and the background said Adrenalina on the background. It was very colourful, and yes, unfortunately Flow Rider did not appear for first rehearsals. However, there has been promised that he may come next week before the semi-finals begin. Who knows if that will happen, so it was just a stand-in rapper. But they both, Sen Hit and the stand-in rapper, bounced off with each other. I could say this was a good first rehearsal, good showing for San Marino, had nice potential staging. I wasn't so keen on the dancers wearing those masks over the head. It looks a bit creepy, I don't understand why. But overall it's a good start to semi-final 2, and good showing for San Marino. Next we had Estonia, Yuku Svesti with the lucky one. Was he lucky? Actually, you know, it was better. It was better than in Estonia. They got rid of the chains. It's just him alone on stage, and his LED's got storms, very Victor Crone. They can't leave their storms behind, Estonia. I mean, really. It got like a thunder and lightning background, lots of clouds, and yeah, I think they've still got the water effect in there, which is good. I'm not so keen on the styling for Yuku. He's kept the waiter outfit. It's very generic waiter outfit. Changed the styling. I wasn't so keen on the outfit today, I have to say. Uku could have done better with the styling, I have to say. Not my idea for clothing, but no, he sounded good. The mixing of the sound was much better than it was in Estonia. What else? No, it was better. I just wish he was wearing something else. Yeah, and actually, in a way, him not having dancers was actually quite refreshing, because today there was a lot of dancing going on today, so maybe with Estonia it was quite refreshing. And yeah, it was not bad. It wasn't anything incredible. I do think it's still going to struggle to make the final. In a way, actually, today with Estonia, I kind of forgot about it when it came to Serbia in the last one to perform. I completely forgot about Estonia today, so that's not a good sign. But it was not a bad day for Estonia, I've got to say. And then we had the Czech Republic on after, Benny Crystal, and yeah, this was good from Benny. Benny really had a good performance today. I think he really sold the song. He's a good performer, Benny. I think he's been said that he performs very well. At one point he was like kneeling down to the floor. He really gave it his all. He's had a new hairdo. You know, he was really good. He had vocally, he was on point. He has dancers on stage, and I've got to say though, we have got so many dance routines this year. I have to say with Czech, it did feel like, you know, compared to other routines, like going all out as well, this is kind of, yeah, let's have fun. It's kind of, I don't know, I just feel like the choreography could have been a bit more exciting in a way. The clip we see, it feels like, I don't know, it just feels like it's run out of steam a little for me. I think they could have done with a bit more of a punch, you know, a bit more kick, you know. I mean, the graphics look good, the LED looks good, but I think maybe they could have pushed it more, in my opinion, with the Czech. I don't know, but there's room for improvement. And then we had Greece, Stefania, wearing purple. She looked fantastic in that purple outfit she was wearing. She's joined by 4 other male dancers, which really suit. It's very 80s. She's in a city, in a city, you know, and it's got really nice colours, nice LED. They're going to use a green screen kind of effect that we didn't see in the clip. I think they didn't really show a good clip of Greece, I have to say, but she sounded really good, and it seems very promising for Greece. Actually, it was really good, actually, Greece. I've got high hopes for this year for Greece, actually. They're really, yeah, one of the best Greek stagings in a while, actually, I have to say. They're doing well, Greece, actually. I think they've really got their mojo back this year, which is great. And good performance from Stefania. And then we had Austria, Vincent Bueno with Amen, and I've got to say, this really grew on me today, actually. I was worried this could be like a pander and get Neil Poir in the televote, but actually, I don't think that's going to happen. I think this is more edging on to be a Caesar Sampson moment. It's very simple in a way. There's not a lot going on, I've seen. It's just him performing the song on kind of a platform or something, and he's just singing the song. He's wearing kind of a glittery outfit, which I don't know what to make of, whether he should be wearing something that's kind of sparkly and glittery in a kind of a sad song, whether that really suits that. But nevertheless, he sounded really great, and I do like it's nice and simple. I like there's no... In a way, I'm glad they didn't have any gimmicks for this. He doesn't need a sand lady, or he doesn't need to wear angel rings, or have contemporary dances on stage. Oh no, he just needs to sing the song, and actually it just worked. Less is more, sometimes in Eurovision, and it actually kind of worked with Austria. Will this make the final now? Because I was kind of writing this off, but now looking at the staging, actually, people might connect to this, and in the running order really helps, because it's so refreshing. There was so many dance songs today, and this was kind of the only emotional ballad we had today, and it really stands out in the running order. So Austria is definitely borderline, but I feel like they're now going to be more in than out. They've got a better chance than they did before coming to rehearsals, and Vincent really sounded great today, so well done to Austria. And then we had Poland, and then we had Moldova, and that's no, Poland. Well, actually, it was better than I thought it was going to be. It wasn't a complete car crash, no pun intended, with the ride of your life. No, I didn't bring my sunglasses down. Oh, who cares? The staging looked quite promising. You know, the dancers looked good. Some of the LED screens looked alright, I have to say. Oh, it was nice pyro, and also Raphael had his sunglasses on, of course, but he did take them off middle of the song, and then he put them back on. I'm glad he did that. I'm glad it wasn't 3 minutes of no eyes. We do see his eyes in the performance. But I gotta say though, the one thing that really, really let this performance down, where was his vocals? Where was his vocals? What happened to his voice? I have to say, out of all the rehearsals I've seen, it's got to be one of the worst vocal performances. Seriously, his voice, it was just so off, really. Those vocals were not good. I heard it during the live stream on Movie Vlogs, and I heard those vocals weren't good. They seriously weren't good. Poland, you're going to come last in the juries if you're going to sing like that. It wasn't good. I'm really worried Poland are really going to come low now. Those vocals really let him down. I don't know. He needs seriously to work on his vocals. I mean, I don't know what much they can do. I mean, the staging was better. I think they were trying to cover up a turd. They were covering up a bad song. But yeah, it wasn't a complete disaster, but Raphael needs to work much better on his vocals, otherwise he will come last in that semi-final. And then we had Moldova, Natalia Gonkrego from Moldova with Sugar. And once the lights then hit, she's on a kind of a rotating turntable with dancers with her. And they're not playing with this whole candy theme of sugar, sugar everywhere. It's kind of like a disco ball, you know, retro kind of colours, purpley colours on the background. I gotta say, I wasn't so madly in love with Moldova. Don't get me wrong, it was still a good performance, but I don't know. Would I say Moldova was a bit safe today? I've got to say, I'm saying that because I think with Moldova, usually they send something a bit crazy and creative and fun. On this, I feel like they could have done a bit more with the staging. I mean, I actually like the music video of the whole Sugar, Sugar, Willy Wonka kind of Candyland place, but I wish they could have brought at least some elements. Maybe not go over the top, but it would be nice, like, if they would have shown, like, I don't know, I mean, some candy canes on the LED screen, or like, the song is Sugar. You could have come up with something a bit more creative on stage if your song is called Sugar. I don't know. I would have liked something a bit more creative from Moldova, because that's what they used to do at Eurovision. But she sounded great, and they do have a great concept, and you know, it is quite wacky of having a turntable and her singing, and I think it was really good. You know, that's just my feeling. And it was still a good performance, don't get me wrong. I just wish they could have been a bit more creative with the whole sugar theming. And then we had Iceland. Daddy El Gunga Manga performed the song 10 Years for Iceland. And this was great. This was, yet again, another 80s themed, but they played around with it. It had a nice LED of one of those retro games, you know, from the 80s, you know, computer games kind of. Which looked really nice, had all the characters, their faces on the screens. They all had keyboards playing, and then it all came to one keyboard. It'd be like Romania 2014. It's a miracle, do 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 do. It was really nice, and it's so nice to see that Daddy and his wife are expecting another child. And it's the first time we've got a pregnant woman on stage since 2017 with the former Yugoslav Republic of Macedonia, now known as North Macedonia. Jana, I remember, was pregnant, and now we've got another pregnant woman on the stage. So how very nice is that? And that's very happy news to hear. And yes, it was very sweet. It's very lovely, actually, and there was a lot of heart with Iceland, I've got to say. Yeah, I really like the Iceland song, and yeah, it really went up for me as well. And finally we've got Serbia, Hurricane with Loco Loco, and boy, did we end the day off with a bang. Serbia brought the house down. We were expecting a hurricane later today, and quite interesting, when I was about to see the rehearsals of Hurricane, it was actually quite breezy outside, so the hurricane was coming. But no, this was great, but all the three girls from Hurricane were performing. They did not have any other dancers on stage, and you know, they were dancing, they had kind of glittery outfits, they had curly hair, and yeah, vocally they were on point. I think this was the best we've seen of them. Actually, in a way, it was vocally better than their music video, actually, in the studio track. Even with the key change, actually sounded really good, I heard from the live stream. It really was actually quite good. And the LED really worked. And also what I love about this is the three girls, it didn't have any dancers, but the staging didn't look empty. They all managed to, you know, connect with each other, and they all managed to, you know, were in sync with each other. It was really good, and vocally it was on point. Before rehearsals, I was worried Serbia might be a borderline kind of qualifier, you know, either in or out. But now I'm thinking, Serbia qualify now. I'm feeling confident you will see Serbia in the final. That was a really good performance, actually. Yeah, well done, Hurricane. They really, really brought their A game. Well done. So my winners today, very quickly, I have to say my winner was Serbia. That blew me away at the end. I think Iceland was good. Greece was good. Austria was the biggest surprise for me. I really didn't expect to read like that, but yeah. Where were my disappointments today? Well, Poland with vocals have to be. Mind you, I wasn't really expecting much from them. Maybe Czech. I really was hoping to really be wowed over, but I wasn't really. I mean, it was still a good performance, don't get me wrong, but I don't know, I felt like something was missing from the Czech. Maybe they're going to bring that in the second rehearsals. And maybe Estonia, I feel like, I don't know, could have filled the stage more, and I was disappointed with the styling. I didn't like the styling from the Estonian National Collection, and I don't like that it's kept the same styling. I think he needs to change the whole waiter's outfit. But at least it did improve. And actually it was another good day for our first rehearsals. Tomorrow we've got another 8 performing their first rehearsals, the songs from the second half of the second semi-final. I just wondered if we're going to see the Sand Lady tomorrow. If Cassini is going to perform with Georgia, mark my words, Georgia's going to have the Sand Lady tomorrow. Oh well. In any case, I will see you again for tomorrow's rehearsals, for another review. Who were your favourites for today? Comment down below, like and subscribe this video, and I will be back for more content very soon. Until then, goodbye people, goodbye!